A ratio, proportion, and variations. Okay, where indirectly this is three different concepts. Okay, we'll first focus on ratio, then proportion, followed by variations. We'll go ahead. Questions given in your booklet also same thing. We have questions related to ratio, proportion, variations all together. From basics to next level is given. First, we'll focus on ratios. One basic point you always need to know is in ratio, okay, in general, we need to maintain only positive integers. Ratio should be represented in positive integers only. If I say minus 2, okay, if ratio is like this, it's wrong. You never find a ratio is like minus 2 is to 3 is wrong. Or 2 is to minus 3 also wrong. Ratio must be positive integer. Okay, sometimes okay, here and there, maybe in few exams, you will find it in decimal also, but it's your job, you need to convert into integer, then only doing the question, you may get some correct answers, or else you may end with wrong answers. Let us say, okay, I'll simply give one example, like suppose I said ratio should be in a positive integer. Let us say, suppose you have 1 upon 2, 1 upon 5. A ratio is given like this. Is this integer? 1 by 2 is integer? 1 by 5 is integer? No, maybe in exam they'll give, or maybe in the question you may got 1 by 2, 1 by 5. But you are forced or supposed, maybe I'll give one more, 1 upon 10 also. These three, A, B, C are in the ratio 1 upon 2, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 10. They're given like this. But while solving the question, you are recommended to convert that into integer only. Why, sir? If suppose you take directly, I have 100 rupees. 100 rupees should be distributed for these three people. A, B, C are three people. Okay, they want to get this 100 rupees. A, B, C. Okay, how they are sharing is in the ratio 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 10. Then a lot of people what they'll do, no, sir, you said total 100 rupees. We need to distribute in 1 upon 2, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 10. 1 by 2 means A will get 50 rupees, sir. Okay, we said 100 rupees to be distributed. 100 by 2, 50. Okay, 100 by 5, 20. 100 by 10, 10 rupees. Some people are doing like that. And you are getting wrong answer. How can you say that wrong answer, sir? I repeat, ratio must be. I am just trying to justify that. Why you have to maintain positive integer. Even though if they given fraction in the question, you are supposed to convert into integer. I am just telling you the reason. I want 100 rupees, or else I will simply give the question fully. 100 is divided among A, B, C in 1 upon 2, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 10. They may ask you, what is C amount? 100 rupees is divided for those three people, right? How much C will get? How much B will get? How much A will get is the question. Okay, now many people what they'll do mistake when the ratio is 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 10. People are doing like this, sir. A amount is nothing but 100 by 250, sir. B amount is, this is wrong procedure actually, but some people do this mistake. Sir, 100 by 5, sir, here 100 by 10, sir, which is 10. Why I am telling you the mistake this is, some people will argue, how can you say this is mistake, sir? See, what is the total amount? That should be distributed to whom? A, B, C means adding A plus B plus C you should get. Now if I add A value how much? 50, B, 20, 70, C, 10 total. I have to give 100 to them, but you got only 80. Means there is some mistake. But I can correct this. Okay, if you maintain that as an integer part. Sir, how can you convert into integer, sir? I clearly mentioned that's very, very important basic. Many people are missing. I don't want, okay, there are textbooks where they'll define, okay, ratio is A is to B, A is called antecedent. All those definitions they're not asking in any exam. In XC story, what is X is called, what is Y is called, they're not asking those definitions. You should know the application part of that. What you are doing mistakes, that you have to be aware of first of all. So here I am just triggering your minds, making sure that don't do it directly. You maintain into a integer. How can you maintain this one to integer, sir? What is denominator values? Denominator values 2, 5, 10. Take LCM for that. It is nothing but 10 only. If you take LCM for denominator, what are the denominator values they given? You take LCM for that. LCM is nothing but 10. Now multiply every term with 10. In ratio, you can multiply every number with 10. Every number can be divided by 10. There is no problem. Commonly, I multiplied everything with 10. If 10 is cancelled, then same ratio will be there. There is no disturbance. Now, what is the advantage now? Now, what is this? 10 by 2 is 10 by 5, 10 by 10, 1. Now, the ratio is converted into integer. You need to maintain that. Keep in mind this point always. You always need to maintain ratio as an integer. Now it's the same question if you want to do how to do, sir. You said 100 divided. Yeah. Now I have to divide 100 rupees. The same question is mods. 100 should be given to ABC in the ratio 5 is to 2 is to 1. See, multiple methods. One method is I can take A equal to 5k, B equal to 2k, C equal to k. Why that k? What is that k there? Constant. See, the ratio is 5 is to 2 is to 1. It can be 50, 20, and 10. It may be 500, 200, 100. 500, 200, 100 also 5 is to 2 is to 1 only. 50, 20, 10 also 5 is to 2 is to 1 only. 5 to 1 also 5 is to 2 is to 1 only. But what is that? I don't know. That's why I'm taking k, constant. Now, adding all this should give 100. Adding all means 8k. 8k equal to 100 means k is 12.5. 100 divided by 8. A plus B plus C if you add, we'll get 8k equal to 100. From that we can decide k is nothing but 12.5. Now what is A value? 5k. 5 into 12.5 is 62.5. B is nothing but 2 into 12.5 which is 25. C is nothing but 12.5. Adding all those three, no. A is 62.5, C 12.5, 75. B is 25, 100. A plus B plus C 100 is justified. It is justified now. You just see this is the procedure, okay, how to proceed. But if it is in fraction, make sure you convert into integer. This is one very important basics, and they are asking questions related to that. Basic stuff, they are asking questions. Okay, let me go ahead with one question related to this basic point. Before that, note down that one point. All this discussion is ratio must be positive integer. They may give decimal also. I'll let you know how to convert the decimal into integer also. Your job is primarily, before proceeding for the question, convert that ratio into integer, positive integers only. Even it is fraction, even it is decimal. This is wrong one. I am just striking. You can write and you can strike off because it's the wrong procedure. You write it and then strike off, then you understand there is something wrong. You cannot do like this because adding we are not getting 100. We want to get 100. Here we are not getting 100. Some people may have this wrong perception while doing the question. I'm just going in that way and I'm saying this is wrong. The correct procedure is you need to convert that into integer. Ratio which is in fraction, convert into integer. Then you handle the question. Right. Okay. If it is decimal, how to do that? That's also important for us. If it is decimal one, how we are going to handle. One example related to decimal part. Let us say if you have two values x and y, this is the ratio 0.215. Let us say. Now we need to convert this into integer. Before proceeding for the question, always keep in mind you need to convert into integer for your better answers. Yes, some people still say, sir, I'll take x is 0.2k, y equal to 5k. Still it will work out. I don't say no, but I always recommend to convert basic thing into integer. So how can you convert that is 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10 or 1 by 5. 0.2 means 2 by 10, 1 by 5. Now 1 by 5 and 5, you multiply with 5 on both sides. The denominator only 5 is there, LCM will be 5 only, means I need to multiply by 5, then 1 and 25 will be the ratio. X and Y is nothing but 1 is to 25. Multiply with 5 on both sides, both terms multiply by 5. My intention is okay, convert into integer. Okay, so that in going forward in questions you may not do any mistakes. Right, so let me go ahead with some basic definitions. Okay, we should know about duplicate ratio. There is something called sub-duplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, sub-triplicate ratio also. They're not asked that in placements point of view, but okay, in other competitive exams there is a chance. So let me go with that basic things also. Okay, if two numbers are in the ratio x is to y, let us say two numbers. I have two numbers, they are in ratio. Two numbers are in ratio x is to y. In general, this x and y, x is called antecedent for your definition point of view, but in any exam they don't ask what is this, what is that. Definition not required actually, but fine, okay. The second quantity is called consequent in that. In ratio, when you have two terms, first is called antecedent, second is called consequent. If two numbers are the ratio x is to y, we call first one is antecedent, second one is called consequent. Now, what is duplicate ratio for this? For x and y, okay, x and y are the basic ratio, fine. If they ask duplicate ratio, then you are supposed to find x square, y square. Duplicate. X into x, y into y. Duplicate ratio. Now I hope everybody can guess what is triplicate ratio. What's the triplicate ratio? X cube and y cube. Good. Next, subduplicate and subtriplicate ratio. Basic ratio is x is to y. For the duplicate ratio means x square, y square. Triplicate ratio means x cube, y cube. Now I'm asking subduplicate ratio, subtriplicate ratio. Subduplicate. Subduplicate is square root of x, square root of y. X power 1 by 2, y power 1 by 2. Then subtriplicate is cube root 1 by 3. So subduplicate ratio is nothing but x power 1 by 2, y power 1 by 2. We can also call this as square root of x and square root of y. Similarly, subtriplicate ratio also you people can note. Subtriplicate ratio. which is cube root of x and cube root of y. Cube root of x, cube root of y. Inverse ratio also there. I think everybody can expect what is inverse ratio. For x and y, inverse ratio means x is to y is basic one. Inverse ratio is y is to x. Inverse ratio is nothing but okay, for x and y, inverse ratio means basically x power 1, y power minus 1, x power minus 1, and y power minus 1. X power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by x, 1 by y. As said, we don't want to maintain it as a fraction, we need to maintain always as a integer. I multiply with xy, every term multiply with x into y. First term x into y divided by x will be y. Next term x into y divided by y will be x. As you people guessed, yes, everybody got the idea already. Y is to x, you already said. For x is to y, what is the inverse ratio is y is to x. But for 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon sorry, x is to y is to z, don't say inverse ratio is z is to y is to x is wrong. That is why I am explaining this. Don't say for x, y, z, inverse ratio is z, y, x is wrong. We have to write 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z, then denominator will be x, y, z LCM, then it is y, z, x, z, x, y, not z, y, x. That's why I'm explaining this. Why I'm taking that extra time and explaining is that. Okay, don't directly always think in reverse one. Reverse ratio different, inverse ratio different. Reverse means from writing from back to front, that's a different case of. There is no such term also. Inverse ratio means it's like reciprocal. We're taking for that and doing okay. And there is something like suppose you have multiple ratios, A is to B, C is to D, E is to F. If they ask compound ratio, what might be this? For all this ratio, you want to find compound ratio. There are multiple ratios, they'll ask you the compound ratio. Then your answer should be A into C into E, B into D into F. Compound ratio is, first term is ACE, next one is BDF, ACE, BDF. Compound ratio, if they're given multiple ratios, let us say A, B, C, D, E, F are the three ratios, then compound ratio, all first terms multiplication is first one, all last terms multiplication is last one. Compound ratio. If multiple ratios are given, you are supposed to find compound ratio. This is the procedure. Right, so the definition so far we discussed is duplicate. Basically, there is a two numbers, if our ratio x is to y, then duplicate ratio for that x square, y square, triplicate ratio, sub-duplicate ratio, sub-triplicate ratio, inverse ratio, now compound ratio. I'll give one basic question, sir. We learned a lot of things like this. Now, what is the benefit? I'll let you know one question you may expect is one question related to all this stuff. What do you people learn? If sub-triplicate ratio is 2 is to 3, find duplicate ratio. If sub-triplicate ratio is 2 is to 3, find duplicate ratio. If you don't know the definitions, whatever we discussed so far, you cannot answer this question. Only one question related to the stuff what you learned so far. I given sub-triplicate ratio, you want to find duplicate ratio. So what's the answer? Boss, simple. Sub-triplicate ratio means x power 1 by 3, y power 1 by 3. I am asking duplicate ratio means x square, y square. You want x power 1 by 3 become x square means you need to take power 6. X power 1 by 3 whole power 6 is x square. Y power 1 by 3 whole power 6 is y square. That's why your answer is 2 power 6, 3 power 6. When you take left hand side whole power 6, right hand side also you should take whole power 6. 2 power 6, 3 power 6. 64 and 729. 64, 729. If sub-duplicate ratio is given, how to find a sub-triplicate ratio given duplicate? Or they may give sub-duplicate, sub-triplicate, they may ask you. They may give sub-duplicate. We have to find sub-triplicates. Both sub things only. If you want to answer those type of questions, you should know the basic definitions like this. But in placement so far, they rarely ask related to this. Okay, that's why I didn't kept these questions in the booklet, but I'm giving you the basic definitions. You can create a lot of questions with this stuff. They make you sub duplicate, you need to calculate sub triplicate or normal ratio, anything related to this. Right. But very important thing in discussions is actually joint ratio. Before going for that, I want to just show the application part of this. See, this is third question. In third question, I think this is the same question, right? You have third one, same one only, right? Here, x, y, z are in the ratio 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4. You are supposed to calculate x plus z minus y divided by y. So, what we suggested before proceeding for the question, all terms should be converted into integers. Here all are in fraction. If you want to convert integer, what you have to do? Take LCM for the denominator values. Denominator is 2, 3, 4. If we take LCM, we'll get 12. If you multiply every term with 12, now don't write every step in exam. Maybe here in notes for your reference you can write. But okay, in exam you have to think about, yes, 12 divided by 2, 6. 12 divided by 3, 4. 12 divided by 4, 3. 6 is to 4 is to 3 is what? X, Y, Z is. X is to Y is to Z, I can say now 6, 4 and 3. Now what you can do? Okay, I can take X is nothing but 6K. When it is ratio, when I want to come out of that, I attach some constant K. 6K, what is Z is? Z. 3K, Y, 4K divided by 4K. As K is common in all, you ignore it. Numerator is 5, denominator 4. 6 plus 3, 9, 9 minus 4, 5. 5 divided by 4 is 1.25. We'll get 5 divided by 4 when you substitute all this, which is called 1.25. Sir, here I got decimal value. This is the result of something. It is not in the ratio. Maybe in question they can give in decimal also. But if you want to get the correct answer doing the things properly, I suggest you people to maintain integer. Positive integers always you maintain. Then you may not go with wrong answers. X is to Y is to Z is 643. Then I can take X as 6K, Y as 4K, Z can be taken as 3K. And one more question, and this is good question again, checking your basics. Given in placements, given in gate exam already. The similar question they are giving in gate exam, say the same question given in gate, similar question already given in your placements as well. Ratio of boys and girls is in the ratio, what they said, 7 to 3. Now, what is the acceptable total number of students, right? So, boys 7K, girls is 3K. Total strength will be boys plus girls, which is 10K. And answer option C. Sometimes what they'll ask you in placements, no, which cannot be possible. There is one question you can search in Google. You have dozen mirrors, okay, but while going, some of the mirrors are fall down and broken. Broken to unbroken ratio, which is wrong or which is not possible among options, they'll ask. I'll give you that question also now. But before that, let's see this question. Why option C, sir? Why not remaining? See, boys must be integer, right? I can't say number of boys is Okay, 12.5 boys, girls are 3.3 girls is not acceptable. Boys and girls count must be integer, means k must be integer. If I want boys and girls integer, 7 into k must be integer value. If k is 1.1, 7.7, not satisfied. I want integer. So 10k equal to 50, then k will be 5. Total, okay, here k integer only. But if 10k is 21, k is 2.1. When k is not integer, boys and girls count is not integer, which is not acceptable. Right? So that's why option C. I just want to add here, okay, that's the last question for today's discussion. One point, this given in placements already. They're given like, okay, you are carrying some dozen mirrors. Dozen means how many will come? 12. So that point, okay. And okay, few mirrors are fallen. Okay, mirrors, a few mirrors fall down. Unbroken. Now question, which of the following is not the, which of the following is not broken to unbroken ratio? Which of the following is not possible for broken to unbroken? Maybe some grammatical mistake, but I hope you understand my question, what I want to convey. Broken to unbroken. Option A, 1 is to 3. Option B, 1 is to 1. Option C, 5 is to 1. Option D, 4 is to 1. Which is not possible is the question here. Your option 4 is to 1, option D is correct. Remaining all are possible because what is 1 plus 3? 4. Total 12. 12 is divided by 4. I will get some integer only. Here I can say 1 is to 3. Okay, there is one more logic. See, I want total 12. I kept here 4. 4 become 12 means I can multiply by 3. Means this is 3 are broken, 9 are unbroken, I can say. Total 12, 3 broken, 9 unbroken. 1 is to 1 means 6 broken, unbroken. This is also been total 12 matched. 5 is to 1. What is 5 plus 1? But I want total 12 means I have to multiply by 2. 5 into 2 is 10. 1 into 2 is broken 10, unbroken 2. Okay, but what is the last one problem? Why can't last one? 4 plus 1 is 5. I want to make it as 12 means I have to multiply with 2.4. 4 into 2.4 means 9.6. 9.6 mirrors broken? No. That is the integer. Number of mirrors is integer. I have 12 mirrors. If it is broken, I have to take okay, broken or I have to unbroken. I have to count. It's an integer. This summation is not okay. 12 is not divided by 5. That's why it's not possible. Remaining here 12 is divided by 6. 12 divided by 2. This is 1 plus 1, 2. Yeah, 12 is divided by 2. So fine, no problem. 12 divided by 4, no problem. Means possible. What is the value also they are not asking. Which is not possible. You think about here also the problem is integer. I want broken mirror count integer, unbroken mirror count integer only. Boys integer, girls integer. Same discussion like previous one. Here, which is the total count possible? Second question, total is given. Ratio representation, which is wrong. Okay, these two are different areas. Fine. Okay. Thank you. In today's session, let me start with joint ratio first. We are done with already duplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, sub-duplicate ratio, all those stuff. Now let us see about joint ratio. Yeah. What is this joint ratio? Let us say they may give in the question A is to B ratio is nothing but 2 to 3. B and C is 4 and 5. Question will be like this. D and C is nothing but 2:1. Now they may ask you what is ABCD ratio. So this is what joint ratio. We are joining all this. AB, okay, BC, DC is given. You need to calculate ABCD ratio. Or they may ask you to calculate A and D. These two are okay, very important regarding joint ratio concept. Okay, how to calculate A is to D ratio or ABCD, right? So now before proceeding to answer this question, okay, generally what is the application part for this question is, let us say four people are there A, B, C, D. Their salaries are divided, A and B salaries are in 2:3 ratio, B and C is 4:5, D and C is 2:1. If D salary is this, what is A salary? They'll give four people A, B, C, D salary. Their salaries are in so and so ratio. A and B salary is in 2:3. B and C is 4:5. D and C is in 2:1. If D salary is this, what is A salary? If you want to answer that, no. If you know A is to D ratio, if you know D salary, A salary can be decided. If you know A, B, C, D also, if you know D salary is given, A can be obtained. We can find, okay, if I know entire this, but if they use separate ratios like this and they'll mention A salary or D salary, you have to find D or A salary, vice versa, like that. Right now, how to do that is, first we need this A, B, C, D. We'll first discuss the traditional method of handling the question, then we'll see the shortcut. Before going for the shortcut, let us see the traditional method. So the traditional method is like, okay, if you want to calculate A, B, C, D, first A, B and B, C should be joined. A, B, C we need to join. What is A and B ratio? 2:3. B and C? 4:5. First we need to calculate A, B, C. Then D will be joined. One by one we can do. This is traditional method. We'll discuss the shortcut later. Okay, this is what you can find in textbooks also. Traditional method only. So now first A, B, C, D, how to calculate is, see here and here, what is the letter first one ending? B, second one starting. B, both are same letters, but the values are different. So if you want to join, first you have to make sure same value in same place, same positions. B and C should carry same value. So B should carry same value in both ratios. For that, you should take LCM of those values. LCM for 3 and 4 is 12. If suppose this is 6 and 8, for 6 and 8 LCM is 24. Means I need to maintain 24 here and here. Don't, lot of people have a simple idea like, sir, first one multiply by 4, sir, second one multiply by 3, sir, vice versa, this one 4, this one 3. Okay, but that's not mandatory. We need to maintain common value. LCM means least common multiple, least value which is common in both places. That's why LCM is we are doing. Okay, now if you multiply that, what will happen here? What will come? First one 8 and 12. Second one 12 and 15. Now B is taking 12 only. Now you are allowed to combine it. When letter is same and the same place value is same, okay, letter and respective value same in two things. Now you are able to allow to combine. A, B, C you obtain. Next one you need to join D. Now for joining D, A, B, C is, we got 8, 12 and 15. I'm in assumption that you people are maintaining running notes. D and C ratio given as 2:1. So actually this is not in proper order. This is ending with C. Next one must start with C only. This is not in proper order. I need C is to D actually. C is to D is nothing but 1:2. So if it is two variables, inverse ratio is just varying that, inversing their values. But for 3, we should not do like that, that we discussed in previous class. Inverse ratio means, let us say for 2:1, inverse ratio means 1 by 2, 1 by 1 we have to take. Okay, then this is 1 by D, 1 by C. Then it becomes C is to D like that. Okay, 1:2, fine. Now, here and here C is there. but values are different. I need to multiply second one with 15. Then it is 15 and 30. Now same letter, same position wherever it is, value is same. Now you are allowed to combine. A, B, C, D is nothing but 8, 12, 15 and 30. This is traditional method of doing. Let us say I want A, B, C, D, E means again next step I need to add E. We cannot do it at one go. I cannot add B, C, D, E directly. For A and B first C should be added. Next step D we are adding. Next step we are adding E, right? So that is taking too much time. So that's why we need alternate method. This is you can find in textbooks and many people will follow this method, but not recommended for exam, right? So I hope you copied or else how we do it. A, B, C, D. We need to calculate. We got the answer. Okay, 8, 12, 15 and 30. Now, in the same question, they can ask A is to D also. Now, what is A here in that ratio? 8. D is nothing but 30. Now, you place that 8 and 30. There is some common thing you can divide by 2. 4 and 15 is what A is to D ratio. In traditional method, if you want to calculate A is to D, you are supposed to calculate A, B, C, D first. From that, pick A and D, then calculate. Some of the students are asking some questions which is not actually valid. Some people are asking, sir, if they ask ABC how to do. See, if they given ABCD, ABC, DC ratio given, they don't ask only ABCD. They definitely ask ABC along with D also must be. If not, last row is waste, right? They can give ABBC, then A is to B is to C they'll ask. Some people asking, sir, how they ask B is to C is to D, how to do? Yeah, you ignore A is to B here. If you want B is to C is to D, don't go for A is to B, throw it out. Start from BC, then take CD, do that ratio. Some people are asking that, sir, how to find BCD? Or else, worst case, calculate ABCD, pick from that BCD, pick from that ABC. It's your wish, you can do it. If once you know this ABCD, you can take ABC or BCD, whatever the variant you want. For ACD also you can try. Yeah. Once you know ABCD, from that you can do whatever you want. Okay, fine. Now this is a standard method or traditional method to go ahead. If they ask A is to D or ABCD, this is how you have to do. I hope you understand the methodology. Values may vary. The thing is, common letter, common number required. If it is not there, it's your choice to modify. Multiplying by something or dividing by something if required, you need to maintain the same. Right. Now, this second method is very important for exam. What is that, sir? See, the same question. First thing, if you want to apply second method or shortcut is you make sure you maintain the you have to maintain ratios properly. What is that proper ratio, sir? You have to know AB, BC, CD. The ratio should be in that order. AB, then BC, first one ending, next one starting must be same. That we need to maintain, then only we can proceed. Some issue with the device. As the position is not correct. Fine. So first thing, AB ratio is 2 is to 3. B and C 4 is to 5. Next one, C is to D is required, not D is to C. Before applying the shortcut, no, this is the basic thing you need to maintain. Okay, first one ending, one starting must be same. Fine. So C and D ratio is 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 1? 1 is to 2. Okay. Now we need, okay, this is mandatory. You need to maintain first one ending, next one starting must be same. We maintain that. Now, if you want to calculate the ratio, no, A, first I'll calculate A is to D. See, in traditional method, we faced a lot of issue like calculating A, B, C, D. Then only we are able to calculate A and D. But see the simple logic in this shortcut. If you want A is to D means nothing but A by D. A by D can be written as A by B into B by C into C by D. We can do it right. Here BB cancel, CC get cancel, nothing but A by D only. I know A by B value. A is to B means A by B. 2 by 3. B by C is 4 by 5. C by D, this two cancel. What is left over? 4 by 15 means 4 is to 15. See, one go, no need to calculate A, B, C, D. Directly we got A and D ratio. So see this. Already we got A and D is 4 is to 15 only. The same thing we got at single step. And very important observation I required from you people. Here, while calculating A is to D, no. A is the first one, D is the last one. If you check in the numerator, what are the terms here? Numerator terms. A, B, C, it's nothing but first column multiplication. 2 into 4 into 1. What is denominator? That is last column multiplication. Why, sir? A is first one, first column multiplication. D is the last one, last column multiplication. Here, while calculating A and D, no, A in first column multiplication, last column multiplication will keep. After maintaining that values, common terms we cancel. That's it, your answer. Here, this is this one. Here, I mean to say, first column is this, last column is this. Right. Now I'll give A, B, C, D. So this is okay. A is to D. Fine, simple. But A, B, C, D, how to calculate? That's the tricky one. So no, it's easy only. We're using simple trick along with the basic knowledge. We'll see about A, B, C, D now. Hope you copied this. A is to D if you want. First column multiplication and last column multiplication will complete our job. Now, next task is A, B, C, D, right? This combined ratio we want to calculate. Here, A is nothing but first column multiplication as I mentioned. What is first column values? 2, this one, 2, 4, 1. D is last column multiplication I said. What is last column? 3, 5, 2. We know A and D already we discussed. A is nothing but first column, D is nothing but last column. What about B and C, sir? See, two ways to go for B and C. One is like, I know A by B is 2 by 3 ratio in question, right? Is they given 2 by 3 A by B? In question that is what 2 is to 3. Now, A is already 2 into 4 into 1. I want B. These two cancel. B is 3 into 4 into 1. Similarly, C by D is nothing but 1 by 2. You know D here, you want C. C is nothing but 3 into 5 into 1. We know in question A by B is nothing but 2 by 3. In question we know C by D is nothing but 1 by 2. Right, I am taking D means last column multiplication, A means first column multiplication. With A I can find B, with D I can find C. Right, now before deciding the answer, is there anything common in every term? If it is common, cancel it. Is there any term common in everywhere? Is 2 common everywhere? No. Here 2 is not there. Is 4 common everywhere? No, here not there. So nothing common in everywhere. So you stop. 2 into 4, 3 into 4, 3 into 5, 3 into 5 into 2. See, this is what you got already. 8, 12, 15 and 30. Some people feeling this is also difficult. Now I am giving very simple trick. Everybody see the screen now for a minute please. This okay, A by B A by B, using A you calculated B. C by D, using D you calculated C. Now I don't want that also. I'll directly write the ratio with blindly using this case. See, listen everybody, see this. A is first column, it is entire left side. D is last column, it is entire right side. Now, from left side to right side, suppose you are driving a bike, you want to take U-turn, you are on the left side, you want to take U-turns, go to right side. You don't jump to right side directly, slowly will move. If you directly jump, accident will happen, right? So, step by step, you need to jump. Now, before going for D, between B, what it will do, no? One step jump to right side, means 3, 4, 1 is B. From left to right, I need to go. One step I am going. If you take B, no, it's 3 into 4 into 1. Next to C, one more step to the right side. 3 into 5 into 1. One more step if you jump. 3 into 5 into 2, that is D already. That's it. From left side to right side, you are moving one by step, one by step, one by step. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 2. One by one, you are moving. Simple idea is that. You check now, you check there. First, see 2 into 4 into 1. B is 3 into 4 into 1, right side value. Next, C 3 into 5 into 1. You can see that C is 3 into 5 into 1. D is 3 into 5 into. Directly you can write. But make sure before writing, this is in the proper order. Proper order in the sense, first one ending, next one starting must be same. Okay, then second one ending, third one starting must be same. If not, it's not in proper order. Wantedly in exam, they'll give instead of B is to B. You need to change it and put it in a proper order before doing the question. So note down this second thought. This is the second method to calculate ABCD. The trick you keep in mind. Don't see the path of the diagram, how you are moving. It's simple. From left hand to right hand, one by one, one by one, as simple as. See, this we can't convey in the textbook. We can't say this in textbook, this all explanation. That's why all textbooks know they use that traditional method, maintain common value. That way you can say, okay, this is a common method value, then we are doing like this, we can understand. But this method we cannot apply in any textbooks, we cannot explain that in a proper way. So everybody follow that traditional method only. So this is what the advantage when you attend live classes, you can understand things, tricks and all better. Now let me check whether people are, and in fact there is one more method, like let us say if options are given, if options are given, if options are given, then you can go for verification, elimination method. There is one more method, elimination method. What is that elimination method, sir? If options are given, you can go for option elimination. How to do that? Let us say in options, see this. In options A, B, C, D, options are given, right? Then what you can do now? Okay, see A and B ratio is what in question? 2 is to 3. In options, go for first two values. Is it in 2 is to 3 or not? If not, that option is wrong. In options, they'll give the values right. A, B, C, D values will be given in the options. Here some value, here some value. Here these values will be given. You need to check last two, it must be 1 is to 2. If not, that option is wrong. First two, if you check, it must be 2 is to 3. If not, that option is wrong. Option elimination method. If they give A, B, C, D in the options, okay, I'll show the example also. Go to the sixth question. Sixth question, sir, seventh one. Seventh one. In seventh question, what is given here? A, B given, B, C given, C, D given, options given. Now I don't apply my traditional method. Method 1 I am not applying. Method 2 also I don't apply. Okay, I'll apply simple trick like eliminating the options. Now if I see all options B, C, D values are same. 24, 30, 35, 24, 30, 35. Last three values are same. I'll check only first two. What is A is to B ratio? 2 is to 3. I'll take first two. This is 3 5 times, 3 8 times. This is not 2 is to 3, eliminate. Then these two, 6 3 times, 6 4 times. But what is the ratio you want, A and B? But this is 3 is to 4, eliminated. 17 24 we cannot cancel. It's 17 24 only. We cannot go with this. This is 8 2 times. So this is the option. That's it. If options are given, you can simply use the trick. Sir, A and B, two options satisfied, sir. Then check C and D, sir. Here, anyhow, I agree. B, C, D are same everywhere. But if in your exam some other question given, if A, B satisfied with two options, check C and D. Last to two. If last to two satisfy the ratio, then okay, fine. Then only one will be available. That's for sure. Okay, that satisfying option eliminations, you can go ahead. A, B, B, C, C, D. You check is it maintained or not. Now don't take 3 and 30. Take 24 and 30. B and C means 24 and 30 here. 24, 30 is 6, 4, 6, 5. 4 is to 5 only. Take particular value separately and check. Definitely only one option will match. This is what option elimination. I'm not using method 2 trick also. If you want, you can apply method 2 trick. What's our methodology? Here all are in proper order. Now general procedure is what? A, B, C, D. A is first column multiplication. What is first column? 2 into 4 into 6. B is one step right side, 3 into 4 into 6. C one more step right side, 3 into 5 into 6. D 3 into 5 into 7. If anything common in all options, yes, 3 ones, 3 ones, 3 ones, 3 twos. Now what is left over is 2 into 4 into 2. That's nothing but 16. 4 into 6 24. 5 into 6 is 30. 5 into 7 35. That is why option B. This is method 2 methodology. First column, last column are from left side entire right. Shift one by one to the right side. Move to right side step by step. Okay, so this is method 2. Here method 3 to eliminate the options. Sixteen, 24, 30, 35. Now anyhow, let's see about sixth question. See about sixth question now. Related to joint ratio only. These two related to joint ratio. Definitely you have one more update in this question. P and Q is 1 is to 2. Q and R 4 is to 3. R and S is 4 is to 5. You want P is to U, means S and U required next one. But S and U is not given in the question. You need to create S and U ratio. There is some information given. From that S and U need to be created. P is to Q 1 is to 2. Q is to R is 4 is to 3. Okay, R is to S is 4 is to 5. Okay, U is 50% more than S. Now you need to calculate P and U ratio. So if you want to calculate P and U, there is one more term required, S and U. That is not given. See, actually this question is related to GATE. Okay, in GATE exam they given this question already. In GATE exam they given this. In GATE exam, what is the problem now? You have only 10 questions. In 10 questions, quant, reasoning, verbal, all three subjects they need to ask. Quantitative aptitude, reasoning, all topics together. Verbal, all together, only 10 questions allowed. So what they are doing now, they are mixing two topics in one question. Here ratio, now percentage also involved. U is 50% more than S. That is percentages concept actually. And guys, read the sentence properly. U is 50% of S meaning is different. U is 50% of S means different. U is 50% More than S is different because some people are arguing later why not this. This is totally different. See, as per first one meaning, no. If suppose S is 100, then U should be 50. Half. 50% means half. If suppose first sentence is there, U is 50% of S means if S is 100, U should be 50. 50% means half of that. If S is 60, U should be 30 as per first one. If S is 60, U should be 30, half, 50%. But here they given 50% more than S. Suppose if S is 100, U is 100 plus 50% of this. 50% more than that means already that value, some extra is there. So 150. Now I want which ratio S and U. What is S I taken? If I take S 100, U should be 150. Means 2 is to 3. So why you taken S 100? Sir, you take S value 60 also no problem. Then U should be 60 plus 50% of this 30. 60 and 90 means 2 is to 3 ratio only. Whatever you take, that's not a problem. Okay, but that's all you same thing. 50% of that. So U is 50% of S is different. Kindly understand here question is U is 50% more than S. U is more than S. So S is 100 means U should be 150. Why that 50 extra? Understand. If S is 60, U will be 90. But still ratio not disturbed. 60, 90, it is 32 times, 33 times. Ratio won't disturb. Right. Now, it's very, very simple for you. How to calculate P and U now? P is first one, U is, this is question given in GATE exam, where third year and final year students are eligible to take the test. Right, so now what, and the passed outs, everybody can, those who are claimed as an engineer, anyone can attempt. Even third year is also eligible from last year to take the test. Now P, first column, what is first column? 1, 4, 4, 2. U, 2, 3, 5, 3. Now cancel the common terms. 2. Left over is what? 16 and 45. That's what your answer. 16 and 45. 16 and 45 is your answer. Option D is correct. 16 and 45. S and U is very important. How you got S and U relationship? Fine. So, okay, let's see about some basic questions. In previous class also we discussed some basic questions. And now let's focus on fourth question first. See the fourth question, everyone. Fourth question. Yeah, option D. Good. Fourth question, very basic one. If this question, if you observe, PQRS is given as 5243. Now here they mention R is 1000 more than, yes. See in ratio, this is PQRS related. In ratio, R is how much more than S? Only one more than. But actually the value is 1000 more. Listen, in ratio, 1 means equal to 1000. Now Q value is how much here? 2 means 2000 is the answer. This is simple trick we can apply in ratios. This is also question given in GATE exam. Easy question actually. PQRS is 5243. R is 1000 more than S. Here R is 4 in ratio, S is 3. In ratio 1 more, but as per the amount 1000. If in ratio 2 means 2000 then. In ratio 1 means outside value 1000. Then in ratio 2 means 2000. And still many people are not understanding what I am discussing. Then see the alternate thing. I can say from that ratio, P is 5K, Q is 2K, R is 4K, S is 3K. In question they mention R is 1000 more than S, means R equal to S plus 1000. Now put R is 4K, S is 3K, then you will get K value 1000. What is Q here? Q is what? 2K, so that's why 2000. So these extra steps will add. I given you the direct method, or else you can do like this. From that ratio, 5K, 2K, 4K, 3K, we can pick like that. Okay. And then R is 1000 more than S. Right, so R is 4K, S is 3K, that you substitute, you can get K value, then you can do. But these steps you can reduce when you attack question like this directly. This is easy question, they will teach you ask. If suppose after question I was like, okay, I want to make this question difficult, then what I will do? I will give PQ, QR, R separately. Then I will do R in this, we need to calculate Q. Difference between R and S. Means that you have need of this exact joint ratio. At least Q R is joint ratio. R is sooner, then I can make it Q. If the same question they want to make it difficult, they can split like PQ, QR, separate ratios will be given. R and S difference is 1000. Then what about Q? Means you need to know QR's joint ratio equivalent. From R, you need to compute Q is those three joint ratio equivalent. That you need to find and handle. Okay, that's also one of the thing you can do. Now go to the second question, please. Second question. Option A. Okay, we'll see. Here boys and girls, three different section ratios are given. Now all three sections are combined for some common class, let's say aptitude. If people are attending for one at one go, all three sections. So now what is boys and girls in that all three sections together? Right. So now if you just go through this question, okay, and this is very important and basic question to know ratios. Okay, first classroom strength is 30. Boys in classroom A, girls in classroom A is 2 is to 3. B classroom strength is how much? 40, and ratio if boys in B section, girls in B section is 3 is to 7. Then C section strength is 60, the ratio is 4 is to 11. So boys in C, girls in C section, right? Now listen, see, this will take time for people to find what is individual if you follow the traditional methods. Okay, like see, I can say 2K, 3K, 2K plus 3K, 5K equal to 30 and all, but it's waste of time. What you can do in exam now, what is 2 plus 3? 5. Boys plus girls should be equal to total classroom strength. What is that 30? Now 5 and 30, the relationship is multiplied by 6. What is 2 into 6? First one multiply by 6, 12. 3 into 6, what is 12 plus 18? 30. This first one is boys in A section, second one is girls in A section. We can calculate directly like this instead of 2K, 3K, calculating 2K plus 3K equal to 30, K value, then doing and all. Directly we can attack because adding those two, you must and should get the total. Okay, 2K plus 3, 2 plus 3, 5, you need to get 30. The factor is 6. Here what is 3 plus 7? 10. You want 40, factor is 4. What is 3 into 4? 7 into 4? 28. This is boys in B section, girls in B section. What is 4 plus 11? 15. Total 60 required. The factor here is multiplied by 4. 4 into 4, 16. 11 into 4, 44. This is boys in C section, girls in C section. Now, what is the question? When all three sections are assembled together, what is the ratio of boys and girls? See. So, all three together means then boys will be 12 plus 16. Girls will be 18 plus 28 plus 44, which is 40 and 90. In a sense, 4 is to 9 required. Again, problem, we got 4 is to 9, but when we verify the options, there is no option satisfying 4 is to 9. Not directly. Directly not there. Then what you can do if you see this now? 4, 5, 4 times, 5, 9 times. This is 3, 5 times, 3, 14 times. They, okay, given the ratio in different one. Actually 40, 90 divided by 2 will give that. 20 and 45. 40 and 90 we got totally. Dividing by 2 will give 20 and 45 only. Okay, here we got 4 is to 9. That's actually correct one. They should not maintain any common thing. But this is what the twist. We'll check 4 is to 9 not there in the options. We'll worry. So have this alert in your mind. Okay, they can modify the ratio. You can just check this also. Cancel if any common thing in options. Then you'll get 4 is to 9. This one using traditional method definitely will take more time because calculating individual boys and girls strength in every classroom is a bit difficult. Doing traditional method. Here we are doing bit fast because we are directly applying what is the factor into 6 into 4. I hope you know why into 4 here, why into 6 here. The link. Next, go for fifth question once this is done. Fifth one, once this is completed, see the fifth question. Since fifth question, it's a bit similar to second question only. In second question, you have 3 classrooms A, B, C, and they're discussing about boys and girls in each classroom, and we need to go for combined boys and combined girls ratio. This question is a bit similar to that. Here you have 2 forms P and Q. They're discussing regarding hens, ducks, and goats. Now both combined together, they're asking the ratio. First to form P, what is the hens, ducks and goats are given. In form Q, they given ratio. From that we need to calculate each one. Then adding together, what is the new ratio is the question. Because they sent the entire form Q to form P. Q is added to P. That means it's like they're combining. Now what is the new ratio they're asking? P hens, ducks and goats are given. In Q total given and hens, ducks, goats ratio given. Now combining, what is the new ratio? Entire Q is sent to P or entire Q classroom students are sent to P classroom students sent to P classroom. Now what is the ratio in that? So the options C. Okay. So importantly, they given direct data regarding hens in P. What is hens in P? And you can see ducks in P is given directly, goats in P is given directly. These 3 values are directly available in the question. Hens in P, okay, you can see ducks in P and you can see goats in P. But whereas for Q, total number of hens, ducks and goats value is there and remaining the given ratio in Q, hens in Q, ducks in Q, goats in Q is 5, 14 and 13. Adding these 3, we got 32, but they given it as a 416, 416. Now the factor is multiplying by 13. Adding all these 3, we got 32 only, we want 416, means multiplied by 13. Now what is hens in Q? Hens in Q, 5 into 13, 65. Ducks in queue, 14 into 13, 182. Goats in queue, 13 into 13, which is 169. So hens in queue, so hens in P, ducks in P. First we need to go for hens together, then ducks together, then goats together. Now the new ratio we need to find. So adding those two will get new ratio. So what is hens, ducks and goats? Hens is 65 plus 65. Ducks is 91 plus 182. Goats are 169 plus 169. Now if you focus clearly, I can divide with 35 every term. 13, sorry. Dividing by 13 every term, I can divide by 13. If we divide 5 plus 5, 10, 7 plus 14, 21, 13 plus 13, 26. That is what option C available. But I don't want this method. I'll give another method, simple method. 20 seconds to solve this question. This is standard method. Next easy method also we'll discuss. There is something new we want to address. That is why a question similar to second question we kept. And maybe some of you may argue that this is a bit easier than second question. In second question, all ratios are given. We are decoding the strength. Here, one directly given, one given ratio. P entire value is directly given. In Q ratio given. Then we are adding and we are doing fine. Now, one good learning point in second method when solving this question. I hope you understand all this. What is this? Multiplied by 13, hope you got it. What is that multiplied by 13? Why is it required? Now see the method 2 for this question. Method 2. So hens in P, ducks in P, goats in P are 65, 91, 169. Right? Okay. Whereas hens in Q, ducks in Q, goats in Q are 5, 14, 13. Total is 416. Adding we got 32. Multiplying by, listen. This is important point, one new point in method 2 you are getting. Now everyone see here. See second one, what is the factor here? 13 is the factor, right? First one, if I take 13 now, this is 13 5 times, 13 7 times, 13 13 times. Here, here also 13 is the factor. I am dividing every term with 13. Now listen. First one 13 factor is there. Second one also factor is 13. When both have same factor, I can add it directly. What is 5 plus 5? What is 5 plus 5? 10. 7 plus 14. 13 plus 13. That's what the answer. Provided when you can do this, both should have same factor 13 and 13. Here 13. I am dividing this first one also with 13. Then I got this ratio. Okay. Then same is there. Listen. Why can't we do this in second question then? What's the problem with second question? Why can't we apply this in second question? Because what is the first one factor? Multiplied by 6. If suppose second and third is 4 and 4. If all are 4, then here also you can apply. If first classroom A strength is 20, if classroom A strength is 20, then things are good. If classroom A is 20, then we can multiply into 4, here 4. Then directly 2 plus 3 plus 4 is boys, 3 plus 7 plus 11 is girls. That we can do. But problem here is this factor is 6, here and here 4. There is a different thing. That's what you need to understand. Why we not applied for second one? Why we are able to apply for the fifth question? The difference you have to know. I given the standard method, but second thing is this. We can do like this, right? Next, one more basic question we'll discuss. See the eighth question. Eighth question. This is a concept linked with ratios and percentages both. Question which is mix up of two concepts, ratio and percentage topic. Both combined one. You should have a little bit idea in percentages, okay, to handle this question. And before, this question also we'll discuss in two methods, dear. This eighth question also will be discussed in two methods. Now, before entering into the question, see, not only this topic, in percentages, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest, in all these topics, if entire question, ratio involved, multiplication involved, division involved, percentages only involved. Only these are the things involved. Ratio, multiplication, division, percentage. If this only involved, then assumption is allowed. Assumptions allowed when only these cases are available. What is this assumptions allowed? I'll let you know. But if in question ratios available, percentage available, or multiplication, division, or any one among that, or any combination of this, ratio and percentage, ratio and multiplication, any combination or alone also no problem. Only those things are available. Assumptions allowed. In the sense, what I mean to convey, maths, physics, biology, what ratio? Maths, physics, biology 5, 7, 8. I can assume maths is 50, okay, physics 70, biology 80. Solve the question, you got answer. Some other student assume maths 5000, physics 7000, biology 8000. You also will get same answer. Who assumed 50, 70, 80, somebody else assumed 5000, 7000, 8000, both will get same answer. Assumption allowed in meaning is that if it is satisfying the ratio, take any value. Somebody will take 100, 140, 160. 100, 140, 160 also 5 ratio. Still you will get same answer. Okay, see, that's what I am taking now. Assumption, this is what I mean to convey. Assumption allowed. I am taking maths 500. What's the second one? Physics 700. Third one, biology 800 I am taking. Or you take 5000, 7000, 8000, will get same answer. No, somebody take 50, 70, 80, same answer only will come. Assumption allowed, that's what the meaning. What are the values satisfying that ratio you take, still you end with same answer only. Right. Now, mass increased by 40%. See, increase means compared to previous, now extra. Previously, how much available? 500 available. Now, how much extra? 40% extra. Now listen, for any value, if you want to calculate for 500, okay, I want to calculate 10%. See, let us see this value. Generally, any value I have to take as 100%. Now 10% means I want 10% means I have to divide by 10 on both sides. Means 50. So that is why whenever I ask 10% for anything, there is one more logic. X% means x by 100. 10% means 10 by 100. Means you have to divide by 10. If I ask for any value, what is 10%? For 800, what is 10%? 800, 10%. 80. Removing 1 0 or dividing by 10. For 15, what is 10%? For 15, 1.5. Dividing by 10. If 0 is there, okay, 1 5. For 15 means 5. For 5 0, 10% means 5. For 1 5, 15, 10% means 1.5. Dividing by 10. For any value I am asking 10% means divide by 10 and give the value. Right? Now for 500, what is 10%? 500, 10% how much? 50. 40% means 4 into 50. 30% is 3 into 50 like that. Okay, now fine. Now P increased by how much? 50% means half. Everybody knows that. 50% means Half. What is half of 700? 350. Now focus. Everybody focus here. Balance increased by, guys, listen. Balance increased by 75%. Now, listen, see, this simple tricks only, okay. 75% instead of calculating directly, first I will take 50% for this. What is 50%? Then half of that is 25%. Then, so adding to 75%. Why? What other way I can do, right? 70% is same. 40, 400 is 50%. Okay, half of that is 25%, 200. Adding, I got 75. I want 45 means how to calculate 45%? Calculate 50%, divide by 10, 5%, subtracting 45, adding 55. I want 60 means 50 and 10 I will calculate. What are easy? See, you should use pen and paper less. Your mind should play more role in exam. If you use more pen and paper, more time will be dragged. That's the problem. It's not like your university exam, more pen and paper, more marks. That's a different game. Yeah, I agree that. I am not denying that. But in competitive exam, sir, everything I'll write on paper. Then out of 100 questions, you may solve 30 to 41. One or two steps your brain should work. Okay, the result you should write it on paper in between. Okay, to because everything in brain, you may do some wrong calculations. The result and something you need to write only few steps on paper, few your brain should calculate, and you have to complete the task. Right now, what is the new ratio? Mass is now 700, if I am not wrong. Physics 1050. This is 1400. Every term 0 common, cancel. 7 10 times, 7 15 times, 7 20 times. Then 5 2 times, 5 3 times, 5 4 times. That's what I think option 1, 2, 3, 4. Now somebody else will try, listen, somebody else may try 5,000, 7,000, 8,000. What will happen now? You will get one extra in the result. 7,000, 10,500, here 14,000. That extra zero will cancel anyhow. If it is 50, 70, 80, somebody did 50, 70, 80, then here you got 70, here you got 105, here you got 140. The ratio will not disturb. That's what assumption allowed I mentioned means. You can take any value satisfying that ratio. You go with 50, 70, 80, 500, 700, 800, 100, 140, 160. That also will satisfy that ratio. Anything you can try, but satisfy that ratio. I am underlining that point. But still, I don't recommend this method. I don't recommend this method. I'll recommend the other method which can be done in single step. As you are already aware of profit and loss concept. In profit and loss, 40% profit means what is the relation between SP and CP? 40% profit. Then SP and CP should be written as SP equal to 140% of CP. 40% extra, 40% profit, 40% increase, same. Increase, profit, rise, all same. Decrease, fall, loss, all are same. Now, the second method, single step. You can conclude second method. Second method, M dash, I am writing directly in single step. First one, how much increase? I am writing 140%. Why 140? 100% means same. 40% means increase. 140%. For 140%, 40% extra will connect. Into 5 because for the previous value, 40% increase. What is previous value? 5. Previous value is 5. For that 40% increase. Here previous value is 7. For that 50% increase. Here previous value is 8. For that 75% increased. Okay, now directly cancel 5 28 times, 5 30 times, 5 35 times. 7 once, 7 5 times, 7 4 times. 5 once, 5 once, 5 6 times. You left with 4 6 8. which is nothing but 2, 3, 4. See, single step you completed the question. 2, 3, 4. Right. Now see the ninth question. One more basic question. Ninth, 10th and 15th with that ratio will complete. The topic name is ratio, proportion and variations. Ratios will complete with 9, 10 and 15th question. 9th one, 10th and then 15th one. In between 11 and 12 related to proportion, 13 and 14 related to variations. Ratio, proportion and variations. Right, now if you see the ninth question, check the ninth question. What they said in ninth question, listen, the 2430 rupees is divided among A, B, C, meaning 2430 equal to A plus B plus C. That is given for those three people. Means adding those three A plus B plus C, you should get 2430. But A, B, C are not divided in 3, 4, 5 ratio directly. If A amount reduced by 5, B amount reduced by 10, C amount reduced by 15, then the remaining amounts are in the ratio 3, 4, 5. This is what one small update. Every question need to learn some new point. That's why we added this. See, A reduced by 5, A minus 5. What are A share is that? Among that reduced 5. Among B share reduce 10. Among C share reduce 15. After reduction, the ratio of the remaining terms is 3, 4, 5. Here, this 3, 4, 5 means A minus 5 is 3k, B minus 10 is 4k, C minus 15 is 5k. 3k, 4k, 5k. A minus 5 is 3k, B minus C is, sorry, A minus 5, B minus 10 is 4k, C minus, now what is A can be written as 3k plus 5, B 4k plus 10, C can be written as 5k plus 15. Now in question A plus B plus C is 2430. So 2430, if you add A plus B plus C, A 3k, B 4k, C 5k, that is involved, 12k, 5, 10, 15 adding 30 will come. 3k, 4k, 5k, 12k, 5, 10, 15, 30. Now 12k equal to 2400, k equal to 200, and question is regarding A. Many people will do 3 into 200, 600 answer, but answer is 605. 3k plus 5, right? Put k value there, we'll get 605 as the answer. 605 is your answer. B value means 810, right? ABC is not 3, 4, 5 directly. Some value reduced, then it is equal to 3, 4, 5 ratio. Now see about next question. 10th one, you can refer any textbook related to this topic. Income expenses question, that model is guarantee available. 15th is coins question, that's also available. Any textbook, if you refer related to this topic, no, definitely this is income expenses related stuff. Income and expenses related model, we can say income and expenses. So only one point you need to know before starting this question is savings is nothing but equal to income plus expenses or what? Income minus expenses. This is the only point referred. Sir, income and expenses, we don't have any idea. This is MEFA subject, managerial economics, nothing like. Only I want this point. Savings is income minus expenses. What is the incomes? Income in the sense generally salary. Okay, for employees. For business people, it's a different thing. Right. So what is the income amount you are getting, amount you are spending? Okay, that difference is what saving. Now, A income, B income is given in the question. What's that ratio? A income, B income? 9:7. A expenses, B expenses. So this is directly given in the question. A income, B income is 9 and 7. A expenses, B expenses is 4:3. Now guys, see this. I'm writing A income as 9K, B income as 7K. Now, important is this. Many people are doing this simple mistakes. B expenses, A expenses. Don't write again 4K, 3K. We saw in second question, boys and girls related. For first one, into 6 is the factor, second one into 4. So all ratios factor may not be same, not be K. I already used K. I should use some other thing like 4y, 3y. Why sir, why can't you use K above and below? That's what, okay, you can see in the second question. Boys and girls 2 is to 3, first ratio, totally 30 means we did into 6. Whereas last ratio, 4 is to 11, total is 60 into 4 we did. Into 4 is different, into 6 is different. K is 6 there, here Y is 4. Two different variables we have to use. A lot of people do here 9K, 7K, here 4K, 3K they are writing. Simple mistake that is. When it is two different ratio, use different variable please. If it is same, let us prove that in the question. So, yeah, sometimes it may be same. That we need to see in the question. Right now, what about A savings is A income minus A expenses. B savings is B income minus B expenses. In question, each will save 2000 per month. So A saving is 2000. That is 9K minus 4y. B savings is 2000. That is 7K minus 3y. Right. Now, two equations, two unknowns. And what unknown you require, whether you want K or Y. Question is regarding what? Income. For income, which variable is linked K or Y? Means we need to calculate K. Right? So two equations, two unknowns, but I want K only. You plan accordingly, or I'll give the trick here. As savings are same, you subtract directly. If you subtract directly, 2000, 2000 cancel 0. 9K minus 7K means minus 4y minus 3y means minus y. Don't say minus 7y. 0. So y equal to 2K. We'll get y value equal to 2K. Put that in equation 1 or equation 2. First one or second one. If you put y equal to 2K below, 7K minus 6K, K equal to 2000. Or here you put in first one, 9K minus 4 into 2K means 8K. 9K minus 8K is K value 2000 will be obtained. Now, what is your answer? A income, B income. Is it your answer correct? Into 12. Excellent. See, that's what added the twist. Some people will think there is a mistake in the question. No, see, monthly incomes, this is monthly saving. I'm asking annual. We have to multiply by 12 extra. 18,000 is 1 month income. 14,000 is 1 month income. But my question is annual income. This is regarding if you want annual, put annual and multiply by 12 extra. This one should be multiplied by 12. This one should be multiplied by 12. What is the value? Okay, let it be fine. But that multiply by 12. And when the people see the options, now you got 18,000, 14,000. When you see options that's not available, you may think that there is a wrong in the question. But they are given monthly income question entire. Last line asking about annual income. Monthly, annual, there is a difference. So keep in mind that. Right now, then solve 15th question, please. Given in Accenture. 15th question, that is also ratio. After this, 15th question, please. Y multiplied by 12, you understand annual income you want. 15th one given in Accenture. A beggar had 10 pies, 20 pies and 1 rupee coins in the ratio 10, 7 and 7. At the end of the day, if the day he earned a total of rupees 57, how many 20 pice coins? Now as per the trend, we need to change it as 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 100 rupees. Okay, we don't accept prices, right? So we can change. But if it is rupees, no question is easy to solve actually. If it is paisa, then only difficult. But still, you see the textbooks now they are giving paisa related questions. If it is rupees as per the trend now, it's easy actually. Integer value, no problem. We can easily handle it. But here 10 paisa, 20 paisa, 1 rupee. 1 rupee can be changed as 100 paisa. Maintain all in same thing, right? When all are in paisa, maintain paisa. I convert all into rupees. This is 1 by 10th of rupee. 10 paisa is 1 by 10th of rupee. Convert like that or convert all into paisa only. Right now, again, in this question, entire ratio only there. Now, again, the beauty of that assumption will be useful for you. Now, listen. Okay, you have 10, 17 and 7, right? I'll give a shortcut at the end. But first, always I'll try to give the basic method, which you have to know whenever you don't get the shortcut into your mind. So 10, 17, 7 is number of coins, right? Number of coins is 10, 17 and 7. Is that same ratio? 10, 17 and 7. First one is regarding 10 paise, is it? Second one, last one, 100 paise, right? Now, guys, see this assumption power. 10, 17, 7. I can take this is 10 coins only. Here 17 coins. Here 7 coins only. Or 100, 170, 70. You can do like that also. So 100, 170, 70. I am assuming. I will put assume. By satisfying that ratio, I am assuming first one 100, second one 170, third one 70. Is it satisfied ratio? Satisfied or not? Yes. Now, listen. If you have 100 coins, 10 paise, how much amount will get? 100 coins. This is coins, right? 10 paise coins, 100. 1000 paise or 10 rupees. First, I'll write paise to avoid confusion. Okay, then this one, 20 paise, 170 coins is there. 3400 paisa. Rupees, I agree, 34. Next one, 100 paise, 70 coins. 7000 paisa. At the end of the day, this is what, right? Now converting into rupee, 10 plus 34 plus 70, 114 rupees required in your bag. But in question, what they said? 57. Means I have to divide by 2. My assumption is wrong. I have to divide by 2. Means all this should be divided by 2. This is 10 paise coins are 50. 20 paise coins are 85 only. 100 paise coins are 35 only available. Question is regarding how many 20 paise coins? 85. 85. How many 10 paise coins? 50. How many 100 paise coins or 1 rupee coins are there? 35. We assume some value. Some people assume it 10, 17, 7. You do like that also. 10, 17 and 7. You got some value less than 57. Then something you need to multiply to get 57. Then you do that correction. Okay. Why we are dividing by 2? Why we are dividing by 2? They given the question, the amount in the back is 57. This is given. My assumption is giving more amount. But they said less means I have to divide. Don't subtract. Division or multiplication only we have to do. Don't subtract. Assumption, that's why I said. The assumption, that is what I said. Only division, multiplication, ratio, percentage, that only you can. Divide it by 2. Okay. 85. You can see. Now, this is one side of the coin. Extension question this is. You can solve this question in 10 seconds. Just listen. This is method, proper method to solve. But any textbook you open, this method, maximum you can get the answer in 8 seconds. Simple method. See, you have 10 paise coins, 20 paise coins, or 1 rupee coins, right? Number of coins in your pocket is it 10.5 coins you have? Can I say 10.3 coins you have? Can I say 11.11 coin you have? Number of coins must be integer. Very simple. This is 10 paise related. This is your answer must be 17 multiple. Only one option. Second method is that. I want 20 paise coins, right? 20 paise coins are 17 multiple. Only one option dividing by 17 is this. 100 cannot be divided by 17. 95 also we cannot divide by 17. 114 also not divided by 17. You just check this one. Dividing by 17. Okay, if they given one rupee coins, how many? The answer should be divided by 7. Must should 1 rupee coins if they ask, they should be divided by 7. We need to search the option which is divided by 7. This type of trick given an accidental training question last year for your seniors and see how simple you solve. So with this ratios completed, proportion they asked in Infosys company, same question I kept in your booklet as well, which is given in Infosys. Let me go for proportion, then we'll see about variations as well. Only one question, that question also given in Infosys. 11th is the only question related to proportion. Proportion, only 11th one I kept related to proportion. Proportion, see listen, in proportions one simple point. If A, B, C are in proportion, then I have to mention A by B must be equal to B by C. Or indirectly B square equal to AC or B equal to root AC. All those will come. But this is important. I don't want all those stories. This is the important one. A by B must be equal to B by C. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, if A, B, C and D are in proportion, then A by B must be equal to C by D. B by C also exists. That is also there. A by B equal to B by C equal to C by D. Or we can use, generally we use A by B equal to C by D. And here terminologies are important. Terminologies are important. B is in middle of A and C. That is why it is called mean proportion. See, in any exam, they are given two values. They are asking mean proportion means B. They are given A and C. They are asking mean proportion means B value you need to calculate. Keep in mind that B is called mean proportion. When two values are given, okay, you want to calculate mean proportion means B value, middle one. For that middle one means you need to calculate square root of A into C. Square root of product of those two values given in the question. Mean proportion means. C is called third proportion for information. C is called third proportion. Can anyone say what is D now? D. D is fourth proportion. In ABCD, B and C are both mean proportional. In ABCD, B and C both are in the middle. B and C both will be called as mean proportion. Both are mean values, mean middles. Okay, so fourth D can be given a terminology like fourth proportion also. Right. Now let's see. That's it. That's it. No more introduction. Let's see about the question. Question given in Infosys. A by B equal to B by C. Okay. What they're asking, whether they're asking third proportion or mean proportion or what, you need to focus. What's the 11th question here? Ratio of third proportion to. There are three questions actually here. First, you need to calculate third proportion for 12 and 30. Means AB given, you have to calculate C. Next one, mean proportion for 9 and 25. That's a separate question. Okay, means A and C given, you have to calculate B there. Right? Those values ratio you want. This is given in Infosys. Same question asked is you can check in Google. You find it in Infosys. Now for 12 and 30, third proportion means this one you need to fill. For 9 and 25, mean proportion means middle one you need to fill. And maybe here and there you can see one word called product of extremes equal to something like that. Product of extremes equal to product of means. Okay, that is actually from this one only. A and D equal to B and C, right? B and C are in the middle, means A and D are in the left hand and right hand, means extremes. That is why they call product of extremes equal to product of means. This is related to this ABCD. Okay, you can find this type of rule. People will say this rule and all, but this is what from proportion. Product of extremes equal to product of means. B and C are in the middle, means we call it like. Now here, what's the value? 12 and 30 equal to 30 divided by some C value, let us say 6 2 times 6 5 times 2 ones 2 15. So I hope C value is 75. Here 15. It's like square root of 9 into 25 will come. 9 by B equal to B by 25. Means we will get B, okay, 50. Right, so now 5 is to 1 is your answer, correct. So first value is 75, second value is 15. Those two values ratio they are asking, which is 5 is to 1. First one answer, second one answer, for that ratio they are asking. You have two different questions and the ratio of those two is what they are asking. Right. So what about this variations, sir? So variations, listen this one. What I can say here, A varies with square of B. If A varies with square of B, X varies with square root of Y means how can you write? X inversely vary with square root of Y. How to write that equation? X inversely vary with square root of Y. Root of Y means X, this is the one, right? X varies inversely vary with square root of Y. They'll mention that in the question. Then what you have to do? Okay, after removing this, we'll get some constant. To calculate that K value, they'll give some information in the question. Once you got K value, listen. A vary with square of B, they'll mention the question. They'll give A and B one set of values to calculate K. After getting K, they'll give some random value for B, what is A? Or they'll give A, what is B? Like that, they ask the question. In this variation, that's what they do. Okay, A is square root or maybe the square of B or cube of B are directly proportional. Yeah, sometimes directly proportional also there. There is some constant exists. You have to find the constant. They give some information. Once constant is taken, with these two variables, one among them will be given. Among A and the other one you need to calculate. Right? That's this second one is x varies with x inversely vary with root of y or okay square root of y. Inversely varies with root of y. I am writing general root means square root. Now here for 12th question you write the equation. You write the equation for 12th question please 12 and 13. 12th one what is there? 3 more than p. Guys listen. 3 more than p inversely vary with square root of q. Now remove that we will get k. K by root q. To calculate k, there is a set of values of p and q. You see that what they given? P value is -2 when q value is equal to 4. Then calculate k value. Yeah, you got k value equal to 2. Then you will get PQ equation with k substituting. Now one amount that will be given, you need to calculate the other one. Simple is that. Now the question is simple. P plus 3 equal to 2 divided by root q. Now they may give P or Q value, you need to calculate the other one. In this question what they given? Q value 9. You need to calculate P. So P plus 3 equal to 2 divided by root 9. Root 9 is 3. This minus 3 will go to that side. When you do, we'll get minus 7 divided by 3. Option A will come minus 7 divided by 3. Or sometimes P will be given, you need to calculate Q. It depends on question. Now same thing you practice next one, 13th one. 13th one solve. P value is minus 7 divided by 3. 13th one is similar to that. P square minus 1 directly relates to Q plus 2. If we remove that, we'll get K into Q plus 2. Now P value 4. To find the K, they given set of values here. So 16 minus 1, 15 is K into 5. So K value 3, right? K value 3, is it? Now, once you got K value, your equation P square minus 1 equal to 3 into Q plus 2. Now they given Q, you need to calculate P. So put that Q value. So P square equal to 1 plus 48, which is equal to 49. P will be equal to plus or minus 7. Okay, but here in option 7 only available. P will be plus or minus 7. Now you got the equation, put Q value 14. See, first set of values are given to calculate K. Once you got K, among P and Q, one will be given, the other one you need to calculate. 2 minutes I have still. I will complete last question. 14th one is the last question to complete the topic. See the 14th one. Now, price vary with square of its length. Guys, listen. Important question given for 2 marks in GATE exam. 2 marks question given in GATE exam. This is price vary with square of its length. Now I can put P equal to K into L square. Now to calculate K, They given price is 1600, length is 10. So I will get 1600 equal to k into 10 square. So we got k value 16. K value 16. Now, once you got k value 16, next task, k value 16 means p equal to 16 into L square. Now they are asking total price of two Ys, which is 44 meter and 6 meter length. What is the price of that? 16 into 4 square plus 16 into 6 square. If I take 16 out, common, 4 square 16, 36, so 52, which is 832. 832. But I want to bring, okay, still 1 minute is there. Okay, I want to bring you to the notice that, see, you have 10 meters, right? Now see the surprise, or maybe whether this point you identified or not, question completed, job done. But one thing you have to see is it initially what is the wide length? 10 meters. Now what is the y length? 4 meters, 6 meters. Initial price is 600. Why now it is 832? Same 10 meters only, right? Initially 10 meters. Now why is 4 meters, 6 meters, 10 meters only? But why the price previously 1600? Now why only 832? That is why option is 1600 is given. Some people may be thinking like that, sir. 10 meters is 1600. Now 4 meters, 6 meters. We have to get 1600. Why? That is not possible. Why? A plus B whole square formula is what? A square plus B square. Here 2AB is missing. A square plus B square is what? 16 into 4 square, 16 into 6 square. A square, B square. 4 plus 6 whole square is 10 square. 4 square, 6 square is there. The 2 into 4 is missing. That is what the loss. So when you price whether it's power of its length, don't cut the wire. When you cut the wire, you will get loss. That's what the problem is.